Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome to another episode of No Simps Allowed. So, what's the topic? What's the topic for today? Now, for today, I want to talk about. First, I want to tell y'all what happened. Long story short, I was in the Bronx over the weekend. And I went to one of my favorite spots to grab something to eat. Now, while walking down the street, I saw a female NYPD officer that couldn't be more than 5'5", 5'6". For those that don't know me, I'm 6'5", over 200 pounds. So it goes without saying I was towering over this bitch. And I said to myself, how do they even get the job? Oh, I know. We in this equality era where you can't discriminate this and that. It's not discrimination. The same way how if you try to get a job at a club as a bouncer, the owner's gonna be like, nah, I want a 6'6", 300-pound guy to bounce at the clubs. Shouldn't the NYPD officers have some type of criteria? Now, I'm not sexist at all, but I was looking at her like, what if I just committed a crime? She tells me to, hey, you, stop right there. And I go, get the fuck out of here. She has no choice but to shoot me. You see what I'm saying? Why? Because she wouldn't have the physical prowess to stop me without using deadly force. Now, I know everybody's going to say, well, cops are trained, this and that. Yeah, I know, but shouldn't killing somebody be the last resort? What could she do to me physically? Even if she knew fucking black belt, she couldn't have been more than 110 pounds. She's giving up a foot in height to me and 100 pounds. So this brings me to feminists don't want equality. They want domination. Here's why. Those same feminists, they go on dates. You know who they expect to pay? You. Those same feminists, you know who they expect to protect them? You. Those same feminists, you know who they expect to buy that engagement ring and the wedding ring and propose to them and pay for the wedding and the honeymoon? You. So what I realized with this whole feminist movement, they don't want equality. Nah, they don't want equality. They want domination. They want to keep all the perks that make them them, but they want all the shit that makes us us. If I walk around right now and say, yo, hey guys, I love to do hair and nails and I'm a home decorator, those same feminists will question my sexuality if I said that I did that for a living. If I walked around wearing hot pink, doing double dutch in the hood, you know what they're going to say? You're in the closet. Say I'm lying. If I go out there and say I want girls to hold doors for me and pay for all the dates, all of a sudden, they get hot and bothered. You don't want equality. You want domination. You don't want equality. You want domination. You want to keep everything that makes all the perks that work in your favor, y'all want to keep. But anything that we have in our favor, y'all want that to boot. It's a fact. I can't even make a comment out here without a feminist saying sexist, this and that. No, it's a fact. If you were in a burning building, the smoke inhalation got you one step away from death. You 4 stories up, only way out is through the window. You see a ladder come to your window, you're like, yes, the fireman gonna save me. But the fireman is a firewoman. And she's like 5'3", 100 pounds soaking wet. You trust her to bring you down the ladder? Dead weight on a ladder? You trust her? This ain't China from WWF. I'm talking about a regular size woman. Let's say she 5'3", 5'4", 100 pounds, whatever. You trust that firewoman to bring you down, or do you want some man to bring you down that shit? Let's keep it real, man. There's a balance in the universe. Females serve their purpose. Males serve their purpose. I truly believe that. I truly believe men provide and protect, and women are nurturers. They're caring. You know, that's how I look at it. But when we get on this equality, this and that, there's an imbalance when you try to aim for equality. Because like I said, right now, if a girl calls a cop right now and say, hey, this guy hit me. Let's say that guy was your friend, your best friend. Your best friend will spend a weekend in jail. And I knew somebody that did that too. She called the cops on her boyfriend on a Friday because they were arguing, knowing that the cops would go there, arrest him, throw him in Rikers for the fucking weekend. Because you know how it is. If you get arrested Friday night, you're not seeing the judge till Monday morning, y'all. Even if you did nothing wrong, you ain't gonna see. So you got to spend the weekend in jail. So they bring your ass to jail off the strength of a female calling 911 saying that they were assaulted by you with no evidence, no proof, no nothing. Come down to the station. Nah, you're going to get handcuffed and put in the wagon. Flip the tables, flip the script. If I call the cops, right, and I say, yo, my girlfriend just slapped me and she threatened to beat me up, I want to file a report. You know what's going to happen? They're going to laugh at me. They're going to ball that report up, throw it right in the trash can. There was a special on that too. I forget how many years ago it was. I don't know if it was 2020. I don't know if it was 60 Minutes. It was a thing where a guy had a hidden camera. He went to the police station and he wanted to file paperwork for an abusive, domestic violence basically, but for his wife or his girlfriend abusing him. And it was as a test. The cops literally laughed at him. You see what I'm saying? So this is not equality out here. What's equality? Okay, equal pay for the same job. If a girl is running the corporate office and she's busting ass and she's doing her thing, she should get paid just as much as that male CEO. Okay, if you want to look at it like that. But I'm just talking about overall equality in the landscape of male and female. How can it ever be equal when female don't want to give up their perks? You got to give up your perks. When I walk to my door, you open the door for me then. I want that perk. I like that perk. When I'm walking to my car, you open the door for me. Open the door for me. When I'm walking inside my crib, get the door for me, please. Y'all want equality. Equality don't mean I get to keep everything that I like, but then I get to pick and choose the stuff that the male got. I want that too. That's domination. That's domination. Guys, open your eyes, yo. Stop letting these feminists trap y'all. Stop making them trap y'all. I dated a girl for my birthday, right? She had the nerve saying, I got a surprise for you. I'm like, okay, whatever. And it was back at the crib. I'm thinking, okay, she put some thought into it. She got something crazy for me because I always held it down for her birthday. Always did something different, something special. Every special event, Valentine's Day, birthday, this, that, it was something different. Zip lining, doing laps and rented exotic cars, blah, blah. Anything you could think of. It was something different, something unique, something that she could remember for the rest of her life. That's the type of person I am where it don't matter how many guys a girl date after me, she's going to remember me. That's the type of person I am. We're going to have fun. You're going to remember me. But let's get back to the birthday thing. She said she had a surprise for me, blah, blah. Long story short, I don't want to make this video an hour long. She comes out in lingerie. Say surprise. I'm like, what's that? Where is it at? She said, look what I'm wearing. So she had it in red, favorite color, of course. But I'm like, that's it? Lingerie? I mean, I see you in this type of shit all the time. No, you know how long it took me to get this black. So basically she's thinking that her in red lingerie is putting a lot of thought into it. Her body is my gift. Now, let's switch the tables. Let's say for her birthday, I say, hey, babe, I got a big surprise for you. Ooh, you're going to love it. I blindfold her. I say, okay, open your eyes. And I got on silk boxes. I say, hey, there you go. And I whip my joint out. Like, how would she react to that? See, it's not equal, man. It's not equal. Even on Valentine's Day. What do shorties really... Even on Valentine's Day. What does your significant other usually get you? And I don't really need it. I just like to know you put some thought into it. You put some effort into this shit. Females don't want equality. They want domination. If I told you I wanted to be a ballerina, those same feminists will laugh at me. But if those feminists say, hey, I want to play basketball, I want to do boxing, UFC fighting, we can't say nothing. We just got to rock with it. Remember that Cam Newton thing where the reporter, one of the reporters was female? I don't know how many football fans are here listening, but he said something like, if it sounds funny when a female's talking about routes, because she was talking about hot routes and reads that the quarterback makes before throwing it to his receivers. He said something like, it sounds crazy when a female's talking about routes. That shit blew up. Cam lost endorsements. Cam Newton got attacked by the feminists. Oh my God, how can you say that? Now, if I went on The View and I started talking about different handbags and shoes and fashion, you don't think them females on The View would say, damn, you're a guy, you're from the hood, and you're talking about home decorations and handbags and shoes? You don't think they would say that? Feminists, stop playing with me. Stop playing with us. We alphas over here. My alpha males listening, you know it's true. If y'all don't believe me, go ahead and try it. Go to a mall, go to a party, go to a bar, and start talking about shoes and handbags. How you are expert and how you know every design, every fashion design. They're going to assume you're a fag. And that's facts. I'm not trying to make a joke out of this. It's facts. It's facts, man. It's facts. We got to start going facts based. If I have a daughter one day, I'm going to tell her, you could be anything you want to be. Give it 100%. I don't care if it's you striving to be a Nobel Peace Prize winner, president, CEO, athlete, musician, actor, actress. I don't care. I'm going to tell her that. But I'm also going to say there are gender roles. There are certain things that is better suited for a woman, and there's certain things better suited for a man. If you go to a car shop, you got your S-Class Mercedes-Benz, the transmission is fucked up. And you see a female mechanic pop out. She look good. She's like an 8, 8.5. Let's give her a 9 even. And she starts talking spark plugs, camshafts, and drivetrain. You'll probably say, damn, surprised to see a woman talk like that. That don't mean you sexist. It's a fact. The same way that if you see me in a flower shop talking about dandelions and sunflowers, I wouldn't be offended if a woman say, big, strong guy like you talking about flowers. But these feminists, man, they're like piranhas. You try to put your foot in the water, you get eaten alive. So they don't want equality. They want domination. So we got to put a stop to that. We got to start calling it out. We got to start calling it out. There's nothing worse than seeing a male and female argue and the female is the aggressor. Let me tell you what's wrong with that picture. A, if the man stands his ground, he's an abuser. If she strikes him and he strikes her back, he's an abuser. What happened to equality? Where's the equality? What happened? I see it all the time. You go out to a bar, you go out to a club, a girl could throw a drink in your face, slap you if you stare too long or say the wrong thing. What if the tables were reversed and I got a wedding band on? I'm just here watching the game at the bar and the girl's flirting with me. And I say, no, I'm married. And she goes, oh, whatever, you're just scared. And I throw a drink in her face. What happened now? I didn't hit her. I just threw some water on her. Or I just threw a shot of tequila at her. It ain't gonna kill her. What now? I've seen girls try to kick guys in the balls for saying the wrong thing. I've seen it. My own 2 eyes. A straight up kick. Woo! Nobody says nothing. Nobody says abuse. So where's the equality there? See, we got to be consistent. If you're going to say equality, it got to be equality across the board. It can't just be, we want equal pay. We want to do what you guys do. But the stuff we known for doing, leave that to us. That's ours. That's domination. You're a tyrant If you a female and you with all of that, you a fucking tyrant. You're a dictator. You want to rule. You don't want to play your position. You want to rule, man. But alphas, we don't accept that shit. Gender roles exist for a reason. They exist for a reason. This equality bullshit is not really equality. Like I said, if a woman is a CEO and she's running it, give her equal pay. If a woman is the best student in the class, give her an A. But there's certain situations that gender is going to be brought up. If you were in a war and you came face to face with a female soldier, face to face, you're out of ammo, she's out of ammo. But she's the enemy and you're her enemy. You would hesitate to kill her because why? She's a woman. Right? I would hesitate. Even though she has the military gear of the opposing army, you would hesitate because she's a female. Nothing wrong with that. Females are supposed to be delicate, nurturing. That's a fact. If anybody here said, nah, yo, I'll plunge the knife right into her heart. Nah, no, you won't. You would hesitate. And in war, if you hesitate, that's your ass. If you're on a cruise and the ship starts sinking, you know what they say? Save the women and children. Why is that? Why women and children? Why not men and children? Let the women stay on the boat. Why is it always women and children? If y'all want equality, when that boat starts sinking, men and children first, women last. You wouldn't like that, would you? Where's equality in that? You know what I think all of this is about? Money and fucking. They want the equal pay and they want to be able to fuck as many guys as they want and say, oh, well, you guys do it, so we gonna do it too. That's what it is to me. That's what it seemed like. They want to keep everything else, but they don't want to be labeled a hoe anymore because they're going to say, hey, how come guys get to sleep with as much girl as they want? They never get called a hoe. They're studs. And when girls sleep with as many guys as they want, they get called sluts. Y'all want that slut labeled erased, and y'all want equal pay and keep all the old perks of females. Because y'all got the court system on your side, got the cops on your side. Everything works in your favor. The only thing y'all don't have is you don't get equal pay all the time. And if you sleep with multiple people, you get called a hoe. Those are the only two things that a female don't have the advantage in. And I feel like now that y'all got that, or y'all feel like y'all have it, it's over. Just imagine this, guys, if y'all listening. Just imagine if a female's prime lasted as long as ours and they were the strongest sex physically, what would happen to us? I honestly believe that we'd be getting our ass beat. We'd be fucking enslaved. Just imagine if instead of a woman's prime lasting from late teens to late 20s, say it was late teens to 60. She held her beauty all the way to 60. She aged like fine wine. Like how men age gracefully, just say women age like that. And on top of that, they were physically stronger than us. They could just be like, what you said? What? I mean, they doing that now and they're physically weaker. They're stepping to you, slapping you, kicking you. Just imagine if they were like stronger. Punch you in your fucking face if you say the wrong thing. Say I'm lying. What would happen then? Wake up. Alphas, wake up. Put an end to this. When you hear a feminist talking out of pocket, call her out on it. Call her out on it. Enough of this. Enough is enough. Let's get back to gender roles. Guys, you do what you're supposed to do. Females, y'all do what y'all supposed to do. Everything can't be equal at all times. There's going to be certain situations, certain things that's more suited for guys. There's certain things more suited for women. It's just the fact. That's the way it goes. There's going to be certain labels put on a man if he does this, and there's going to be certain labels put on a woman if she does that. It can't be one and the same. Men and women, we operate on different planes. We operate on different planes. There's different levels. It's not the same. It's not. Just like if you go to a daycare center, most of the caretakers are women. Just like if you go to a construction site, most of the construction workers are men. Not saying that a woman can't be a construction worker, not saying a man can't be a caretaker at a daycare center, but it's much more suitable for a man to be the construction worker and a woman to be a caretaker of kids at a daycare center. At least that's how I see it. If y'all want equality, it got to be equal across the board. Court system, custody battles, domestic violence, it got to be equal across the board. All right, guys, so we're going to cut the video here. This video just demonstrates that feminists do not want equality. They want dominance. You hear one of them speak like that, call their ass out.